You remember how the game is played, guys?
Yeah, vaguely.
All right.
You guys are foolish enough to give me this, and I drink. Yeah.
Yes!
Genius.
That's how it is. Here we go. Once upon a groove on an old soul tune. I watch the pin move to shape the break roots. Who makes moves, maneuver in the right direction? The rest of you get left behind and messed up in this session. I'm not trying to make a difference. Maybe some pocket.
Welcome to Drunkcast Live.
Hey!
Hi.
Episode 175.
Sure.
175. It's a nice round number.
Wow.
175?
Yeah.
175.
That's a good
Yeah.
feel.
Holy shit.
Yes, we're actually still doing this, Tim. It's been a while, but we're still actually doing this.
I'm Travis.
I'm Dylan.
We're a podcast that takes place in bars and restaurants. We like to have a drink and talk to real people about real things that have happened over the week, especially if they're drinking as well. We're far more tolerable that way.
Or if they're really cool people.
Or if they're really cool people. And in any way, in any possible way, the most interesting and cool people we can get. Including, well, Adam McWaters. We know Adam McWaters is a cool
Hi
person.
again.
He's an enthusiast of
Many things.
beards and many things, yeah.
Yeah.
And across the room, we have some of these special motherfuckers coming back to Austin, really. And also wasting at least one of their days in Austin to come and hang out with us on the podcast.
They're here for us.
Well played.
It is our own Morgan and Pope Tim.
Hello. Hi.
I feel weird not having a thing before Morgan, though. Like,
Popus.
Popus, is that a thing?
No.
Popes can't marry,
Yeah.
technically.
I mean, Pope Tim, you would actually you decree this if this
Sister
was
Morgan and Pope Tim?
damn.
by that face, I think she didn't like that.
No, okay.
I'm just
Mr.
waiting for him to die, and then I'll be the first lady pope.
Yeah. Mr.
Just like the Clintons.
Yes, just like the Clintons.
Well, who's got the hat, huh? I guess I'm Pope now because I got the hat.
And the red shoes.
Gives you the power.
You shrunk my hat, damn it.
How about we just go with Your Excellency?
I'll tolerate it.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you for your approval.
Man,
Thank you for your acceptance of me.
I haven't been this stressed out since Kim Jong-un came on the show. I'm so glad everyone's happy. Mark and Tim are friends for some time. Tim was, really...
He's the reason we're still doing this damn show.
That's true, yeah. He was
For a reunion.
he's a podcast vagrant. Because our own Ben Hellman brought him over, and we all fell in love.
Episode 2? Yeah, something like that.
Episode
yeah.
8. It was actually
Episode
the turning point. That was the Tim's house party episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
I think you were here for episode 2, though.
Yeah.
That was the Tim shirt.
That's
episode.
why we wound up at Tim's house party.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But that was the turning point. 100 bazillion episodes ago.
And then we got a shark on Sharknado named after Pope Tim.
That's true.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
The Facebook told me.
Did you not hear about that, Morgan? Yeah. I bought a Kickstarter thing, and it was like,
That was Sharknado 2 or 3?
2.
It was 2.
And they sent me a picture of. I'll show the picture too.
It was a hammerhead.
Every shark gets either a name or a death scene, and you got killed by a trident, which is pretty
That's
fucking
right,
cool.
yes.
In the middle of New York.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, somebody pulled out of his trunk.
Yeah.
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 Just happened to have it. You
I
know.
love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's why Tim is the OG, and Her Excellency is even more excellent.
Yeah,
And there is also an inflatable remote-controlled
I was going to say, I saw
blimp shark blimp
Yeah,
called
that-
Pope Tim.
Pope Tim.
I actually worked at a nursing home that had one of those, which nothing's going to freak out a dementia patient more than a flying shark.
It's coming for you.
It finally happened.
Now you think it's fun. And
Yeah, that's actually happening.
ding, 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 ding. Little bell on the thing.
Genius. Damn it. Ding, ding, ding.
That was easy. That was easy. That was easy.
Yes, Gloria. The TV show is a documentary. Sharknado is happening right now.
Coming out of the TV.
It was 3D, yeah.
Yeah, but so you guys met in Austin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you went to Chicago together. Tim had family in Chicago. What are you guys doing in Chicago now?
Freezing.
Freezing? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Packing up and leaving.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever meet Richard Marx?
No.
So we talked about
Not
that.
yet.
All right. You still have time.
We just a friend of mine and I created a bucket list the other day of things I have to do before I leave Chicago, and one of them is to see the Family Matters house. Which
Yes.
I didn't know that existed
Yes.
in Chicago. It's like a
didn't
real
know
thing.
either.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
the external.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Well, and I hear it's not in a nice neighborhood either. So yeah, two white guys going to the west side of Chicago. We're not going to fare well. This may be the last thing on my bucket list, like a real bucket list.
Bring traveler's checks.
War bonds. You can also bring war bonds.
Buy bonds.
Another 2 white guys who want to see the Family Matters house.
Just bring my woman card. Yeah.
There you go.
It's pink. It cost me $10.
But wait, guys. Huh? You wouldn't hit a lady, would you?
What was that super cool bar you guys were telling me about? Like Old Rosa or something? Really weird dive bar.
There's Roses.
Roses.
Which is...
I got the
it's
rose
full of
part right.
duct taped furniture and things that were found in alleys. And
Which was... that sounds... yes.
Yeah, that's her bread and
And
butter.
Go on.
The bartender is Rose,
my jam.
and she will get you drunk and ask for a ride home at the end. Not
got it right.
planning those things together very well.
That's actually a pretty good business plan when you think about it. Like,
Yeah.
Save a ton of gas.
And she gets tipped on twice.
Yeah. That's right. You must make love with me when we get back to my house.
Or give me money.
Coffee, extra.
She's a 90-year-old Greek lady.
Well, come on, that's kind of sexist. You know,
Yeah.
she still needs it once in a while.
She still fuck, you know she do.
I'm just saying, she's a little young for me.
Lots of... well, you do work in a certain industry. Yeah.
Love to meet ladies.
So you followed him to Chicago, Morgan, and he's going to follow you to Houston?
Yes.
That's awesome. And so what are you going to do in Houston?
Grad school
Grad
for
school.
speech pathology.
Cool. Cool. Why Houston?
Because they don't talk good there.
Closest to Texas? Or, because they,
Yeah.
Very good.
That's where the work is.
That's the most need. Yeah.
Yeah, but they just have a great program, and yeah, that's where I got in. So
Houston's a sexy city right now. I
Yeah.
know. I grew up there, so I hated it, and it wasn't until being an adult and finally getting patient enough to try it. Houston's pretty rad.
Well, things have changed that make it rad now.
Yeah.
We think we saw Beyonce's house the other day. We're not sure, though.
Probably.
I mean, we can't tell, so it must be true.
There's a stranger giving us the middle finger out in the distance right now.
It's just Joe.
That's
fine.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can ignore that.
Yeah.
He's going to go on his scooter and go home.
We know him. He's just sort of a salty character.
Just comes, gives the middle finger, and leaves.
Yeah.
Actually, that's pretty much true, yeah.
Yeah, he only knows the one word in sign language. And he loves showing it off.
But when we were in Houston, I thought it seemed really cool there.
Yeah, it's great.
I would say that I maybe enjoyed being in Houston more than I've enjoyed being in Austin so far.
Really?
No,
Okay.
I am not going to disagree with you on that
Yeah.
one. From
Heresy.
what Travis has said, he went there with his lovely lady a few years ago and had a great time. Hotel Derek? Yeah. And you guys loved it.
Yeah. We're walking distance to a lot of cool shit. I mean, a lot of it also has to do with just being adult enough to not be like, oh, well, I've already been to all the coffee shops in Westheimer. What
Yeah.
else is there to do in Houston?
But Houston
you know?
has gotten a little more progressive recently.
They have a lesbian mayor.
I wasn't going to say that, but thank you for saying
I
it.
keep
before.
hearing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woman card.
Yeah. Damn it. That's double strong, too.
Yeah.
I will say that the Woodlands is still one of my least favorite places on earth.
That's fair.
Houston
I hate
is
everyone
very
there.
confusing. I don't understand what the Woodlands is. I'll figure it out later.
It's
It's a neighborhood. It's a suburb.
Yeah, it's a suburb.
Yeah, and it's just basically very tree-y.
it's like 45 minutes out of town.
Houston seems like you
Sort of,
pick a circle to live in. Like there's the first circle,
Yeah.
and then there's a second less cool circle, and then there's a third real less cool circle.
Sure.
And
Turns
the richer
then
you
it's-
are, the farther away you live.
I just want to try this messing with Texas thing. People have told me not to do it for quite a while now.
Legway.
You just want to try it one time, dip your foot in?
Feels good. It feels good to mess with Texas.
I did it.
every now
If you're
and
going to mess with Texas, do it in Austin. You will have much less likely chance of being killed.
You also have to have a fiddle in the band, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that
then. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a requirement.
he plays.
The
He's
rules of Texas.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules now. Since you guys left, the book's getting bigger. So
And much more specific.
vote Prop 1, everyone. Anyway,
Shh.
Vote on Prop 1, everyone.
Yes, vote.
One way or the other.
yeah.
Glad you guys are here.
Yeah. So, Tim, it's about the same as you remember it, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. I stopped smoking. That's the only difference. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm glad to see that the beard nightmare you had going on is gone.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So she's insistent that I grow it back.
Well,
No, not the
the nightmare beard is what I'm talking about.
yeah
The-
the troll beard.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah. For a while, you had a great beard, and then you let yourself go a little bit on the beard. And then
I had to try it. As a man, I feel like we need to try the longest, most obnoxious beard as possible.
Fine.
Just once, at least.
So you want to find the high water mark of
Being half
Is that
Irish.
why
This
you
is
settled on the
mine.
mustache? Like just I bowl a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that kind of look.
I'm going to try her out for the police force, see what happens.
Well, you actually look like you live in Chicago right now. So.
There you go. Mustache, increased sausage intake.
Sure.
Yeah.
somehow always chewing gum.
Somehow.
I love little known stereotypes.
Oh yeah,
People with mustaches always chew gum. Yeah.
especially if they're trying out for the force. I mean, it's a Chicago thing. You guys
That's a
would
new
understand.
one. Yeah. If you're from Chicago and have a stereotype, why don't you call the show?
Call us at 412-440-7468. You have a stereotype that you must explain to everyone else that doesn't make any sense, or just an old classic that we
Filipinos hate volleyball.
Prove
true,
him
though.
wrong.
Yeah. You know, I have heard that before, though.
I've heard from 2 people tonight,
I know.
so it must be true.
It's true.
So bucket list, Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Got to go see the Family Matters house.
What, what else is on the list? Yeah.
Yeah, so I was a little drunk when I made this list, so.
That's the best time to make bucket
That's
lists,
the only
honestly.
time I think legally you can make bucket lists, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at what point in your sobriety would you ever come to the conclusion, I need to take time out of my day to
No, it's
make
like
a bucket list?
It's like when you're getting chemo and when you're drunk. I think the only time they can.
That's when the important things happen, yeah. It was decided, though, that we have to dress up like the characters of Family Matter to go to this very bad neighborhood in Chicago and see the Family
You would
Matters
make a
house.
great Carl.
Yeah.
Yes,
I was
that
gonna
was the
say.
plan. That was the plan.
Sure.
So my very lanky friend was planning on being Urkel, so we'll see how
Nice.
this goes. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say that's not going to go so well.
I'm going to send you goodbye pictures before I go, just to and cover all my.
If you don't hear from me, just know I died like I lived.
Everywhere
costume.
you look, everywhere.
That's Full House.
Sure. Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
All
sorry.
those songs are the same.
It's Teacher. Yeah, that's all I remember.
Yeah.
What the hell was the Family Matters one?
I don't.
Sure.
Now all I
no.
can. Yeah, everywhere you look.
So bucket list.
Bucket list. Apparently, my bucket list is only just to see the Family Matters house.
That's just.
Because you know your life's going to be over.
That's not a bucket list. That's just.
During
That's called a
that
plan.
event, yeah.
That's just a thing you want to do someday.
It's a very small bucket list, very big plan.
How many things have to be on a bucket list before it's a bucket list?
More than one.
More than
More
one.
than one. Okay. So come up with.
Otherwise, it's just a suicide note.
Well, on that note, let's take a break. And we'll come back with more podcast.
Wipe the dust off the canvas and wait till we break.
And terrible.
I'm gonna play the Kanye card and say we just don't get it yet.
Oh.
And the night's new, what a feeling, what a nice mood. A bam, boom, rock, we're here to rock you.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Hey! Segment 2, the Double Deuce.
Yay.
Still hanging out in Don's Depot in Austin, Texas. Still hanging out with Dylan. Still hanging out with Adam. And of course, Morgan and Tim. Our 2 favorite people in the entire world.
His and Her Excellency.
So I had an idea for doing the segments in a way that if you're listening to this, maybe it's more palatable to say that segment 2 is all good, cool news. Fun
good,
things.
Good, cool, fun news.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably condense that to maybe just the letters and make it really confusing later. Inscrutable. And then the third segment could be like politics and stuff that no one would listen to unless they're listening to the whole show anyway.
Oh, no, I like the flow of that. So you have the
First half was
First
interesting.
half, meh.
Yeah.
Second half, yay. Third half, you have your dramatic boom.
Third was always
Yeah.
my favorite. Everyone's sloppy
Yeah.
by then.
Yeah, and then the fourth is like, hey guys, we're all friends again.
Yeah. Hey, I forgive you. Let's toast to nuts. I don't know.
All right, so good, happy news.
Good, happy news. I'm actually really, really excited about this one. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It is a pizza lover's dream. It is a pizza box that is made of pizza.
Oh, I heard.
In which
I heard about that.
you can put your pizza.
Now, does that work in Chicago at all? Because their pizza's already so damn thick anyway.
Yeah, deep dish covering a deep dish is just sad.
Is that just like
Well, apparently the box is just pizza crust.
It's sturdy enough they just like put it in your hand when you go to pick up your pizza.
But it's still, like, wouldn't they put that into a box to actually carry it? Otherwise,
apparently no?
some dude's filthy mitts are all over it. And
Yeah, do
Are
they
you gonna
deliver
eat
this?
That's the
yeah,
secret.
I
do
have
they
so many-
deliver?
yeah.
That was my question.
What's that whole new Domino's special car they have? You've seen that on the...
Is that a real thing?
It is a real thing.
Huh.
Is it all
It took them
automated?
long enough. Well, no, it
It
has
has like an oven.
It has a heating
Yeah.
box in the back, so when you're driving, the pizza's always like super hot. But it's still Domino's, so it's like it's not a portal to a better pizza place.
Doesn't necessarily matter.
You're
that
still
it's
taking Domino's out of it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, still warm.
I like to think that these are only delivered by bike. They come with an apology.
Yeah. Sorry, man. I hit a few birds with it on the
sorry.
way.
No, it is like a big square pizza like you'd see at Old Little Caesars. If you guys remember Old Little Caesars.
So a Sicilian pizza.
Well, it's a big square thing, not thick crust, but it definitely looks like a cheese and pepperoni pizza that has been folded on top of a cheese and pepperoni pizza with the little white table they put in the middle to keep
Aw.
the actual pizza from getting crushed. Like you're going to run out of pizza in this configuration. Yeah, and I am curious. Like I don't think they deliver.
It's
That
like a
would-
Ninja Turtle wet dream right there.
Oh,
isn't
it is a wet dream for me.
I don't,
Yes,
know,
you're
man,
right.
I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that idea.
Oh, I
think-
think you would.
It's not that wasteful. I mean, I didn't know you hated recycling.
It is green, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very green, Adam.
Well,
know where
sure,
it's
till you
Yeah.
reduce the overall like grain resources to make all that dough constantly.
There's no actual
And-
grain used in pizza.
Oh no,
Come on.
no, of course not. No, it's sugar.
It's all 3D printed.
Oh man, 3D printed pizza. That's like my perfect universe.
I'd try it.
Yeah, try it. Oh yeah, I'd regret that
But
once.
what if I?
Still plastic.
Oh, Little Caesars.
Yeah, yeah.
I found just secret Little Caesars.
You're from the future, and you still haven't really made pizza. I like Little Caesars. Fuck you guys.
You're the only one.
I am the only one. That's why they're
yeah?
all closing again.
Brought to you by Little Caesars.
Brought to you by Little Caesars. Vote. Yeah, the pizza is apparently it's $40 because it's basically two pizzas, 2.5 pizzas.
This is only like in Brooklyn or something.
I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna say.
Oh, it's in Brooklyn. Yeah, that doesn't count.
Doesn't look like a
Exactly.
Brooklyn pizza though.
I know. I agree. That's the whole thing. They got it wrong.
What's a
Yeah.
Brooklyn pizza?
It's
A little
the
thinner. You got to fold it in half. And yeah.
So-
well, yeah.
So Brooklyn pizza is a big floppy slice. Is that?
yeah. Brooklyn pizza is like
Yeah.
the slice that is like 4 pieces of pizza in one thing. You have to fold it over. It's all greasy and
Okay.
yeah, fold it in half.
It's like when you're drunk, like 1.5
Yeah.
slices. Is
or
pretty much
if you're
like-
Donald Trump, you cut it with the fork and knife.
Yeah.
Kasich does that too.
Well, don't vote for Republicans. Apparently, so. That's not a matter of
But
personal
vote.
policy. That's just a matter of if you can't eat fucking pizza right, you should not be president.
Oh, they cut to the Costanza. What you eat with your hands?
Yeah.
Although it makes sense. It makes more sense with Snickers or chocolate. You can't get that shit off of your hands. It's impossible.
Yeah, you can. You lick your fingers.
That's gross. Gross.
Or delicious.
Save it for later.
That's right. It's a snack.
But I'm obviously a big pizza fan, so that got me really
You are.
excited.
So what other
I
happy
look
news?
like it. Well, the other happy news actually starts off with something that seems kind of sad, but mostly kind of ridiculous. You probably heard about
Utah?
the Utah movie theater. Yeah, actually Utah. I think that's when you're driving into the state. That's what it says.
Most ridiculous, but also kind of sad.
Yeah. So I guess in some way of trying to curb, not brothels, strip clubs. They have a law in the books that says that you can consume alcohol here. You can look at naked things here, but you cannot do both at the same time, or it's illegal.
Okay.
So a movie theater, kind of like the Alamo or like any kind of movie theater where you can drink and while you're watching movies or eat food, called Broovies. They showed Deadpool, which has it's a hard R, and it has a scene where it's an actual strip club, and because they're selling booze, the Utah Bureau of Alcohol and Idiots
Whatever.
suing the theater $25,000, and is trying to take away their liquor license.
Should have just done like a baseball game where they made everyone stop drinking in the 7th inning or something.
Now the positive
The
side.
positive thing is
Ryan Reynolds.
what happens. So Ryan Reynolds is, he's actually donating $5,000 to the cause, because it is a ridiculous thing. But my favorite part is that the theater is now retaliating by filing a temporary restraining order against the TABC of Utah, a restraining order against officials to come in and even talk about it, so they can get their affairs in order. It's like it's such a ballsy idea.
That's marketing.
Alamo would do that.
Yeah,
they would.
Restraining order against Utah. I mean, I think we all want that, right? It's in Salt Lake City specifically, which apparently is the only good place in Utah. I don't know.
It's the only place in Utah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's like
It's the most Mormon place in Utah.
right. Okay.
Well, all of Utah is pretty much Mormon.
But it's the most.
Sure, because it's the only place in Utah.
Well, no,
It's the only population center in the entire
No,
state.
there's also St. George, Utah, which is
Eh.
a popular retirement community.
I haven't heard of it.
It's near Zion National Park.
I never heard of
You
it.
haven't heard of it because you're not 87 years old living in a trailer cruising a Route 66, remembering the old times.
Not yet.
I think we've already talked about my female taste, though.
Yeah.
That is a third item for your bucket list, though. I mean,
St. George, Utah.
move to St. George, Utah when you hit 87.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no TV shows about it.
Yet.
Not yet.
Doesn't exist. No TV shows.
Actually,
St. George SVU.
Bringing back wholesome TV.
St. George NCIS. Yeah, with Sergeant Pope Tim.
You hear that, CBS? That's ours, bitches.
I'd watch it.
Oh, there you go. Endorsed by the Pope.
Finally, a cool thing. Actually, one of probably the coolest things in the world, actually, for me, is that the U.S. Air Force on Wednesday awarded Elon Musk's SpaceX $83 million contract to launch GPS satellites, which broke the Lockheed Martin and Boeing monopoly because they own a company together.
Time to terraform some shit.
Right. Now it's time. Look, the $83 million, you can stretch that pretty far, apparently.
Let's do something terrible to the galaxy.
If you've been paying attention
Space
to
cowboy.
especially SpaceX, it's been so neat to actually see them succeed, especially in a way where they can get money from the government. And I think they got $83 million, but they were able to budget to like $20 million, which is like
Really?
yeah. So this normal contract, like I guess they're just going to keep the. What do you do in that situation? Morgan, okay, so the government comes to you and says, hey, here's $1,000 for one wrench, and you buy a wrench for $5. What do you do with that extra money? Do you just vacation?
God.
I have the answer.
You retire in St. George, Utah.
In fabulous St. George, Utah. The bingo parlors are always clean.
What would you do?
I would say the answer actually is the CEO gets a giant bonus for the difference because of the amount of money he's saving at the company.
Sure.
So it still costs $1,000. Actually, it costs $1,500 at that point. So,
That's probably true.
Oh no, you made some cuts. You had to fire some people, but next year when they give you the $1,500,
We have to charge the rest of the employees a little bit.
yeah, sure.
trickle down.
Take it out of the 401ks, sell a child or a kidney or a child's kidney.
I still have this whole
Or a limb.
St. George thing. We got to go. We have to retire that.
Obviously, podcast.
Drunk ass St. George.
Drunk ass live, St. George.
Spring break.
It's just crickets.
Spring break, not just for hips anymore.
On that topic, have you seen any of the SpaceX deniers?
Oh, I have.
I love deniers. Doesn't matter what they're denying.
they did the rocket landing on the little drone platform thing.
Are there people
And when
like-
I was like, that's just reverse footage. They just launched it. It's got to be. God, it's fucking like.
Actually, in that thread, there was one person in a Reddit thread when this conversation came up and said, like, yeah, reverse footage, whatever, like, computers can do this, whatever. And a gentleman who was actually working on the project, like an official account, came in and was like, no, this is real. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, it's obviously fake. And he's like, somehow in your brain you think it's that computers are not smart enough to be able to make that landing, but are smarter to fake the landing? Like, wouldn't it be easier to just make a computer that uses math instead of digitizing all of it? It's a whole lot more work to fake it than it is to actually do what we did. And like, hey, look, guys, the guy's responding to me. Shill. Like, fuck. There's just no talking to him.
It's absurd.
It's absurd. It's sad.
I love it.
Morgan,
sure.
Your thoughts?
Next week I'm going to talk about the flat Earth and the truth
the ice
about
wall.
reptoids.
Yeah.
Yes, fucking go, you beautiful stallion.
Deniers are great company.
So I'm gonna throw this at you guys because you guys, Tim and Her Holiness. I'm gonna go with, I like that better actually.
Thank you.
Yeah. No.
His and her
No.
hormones.
Thank you.
but I'll make that decision. Come on,
You guys
step
live
up
in
your royalty
Chicago.
game.
Very different environment from Austin. What are things that are like? What's the climate? What's the pulse in the Midwest? What's going on? in your-
Midwest? I don't know. Chicago, cold and stabby. Yeah.
It's still stabby.
So pro Trump?
Pretty stabby. No. There's a pretty heavy Bernie scene there. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
And there's a lot of Hillary too. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
No Trump. Zero Trump. And I work with geriatrics, so if I'm going to see some Trump supporters, I'm going to see them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, because they don't give it. I mean, I think that's a big problem with trying to find Trump supporters now. Is that I think they're universally scared of saying it out loud. I mean, like I don't think anyone's
Not
like,
in Houston.
well, not in Houston,
I
really.
saw a couple hats. Yeah.
Oh, a hat. Well, I mean, it's open carry there, right? So
Open wary.
it sounds like the beginning of an awesome curse. term and toil.
So does a Trump presidency.
The beginning
That's the
of
monkey
most
paw right there.
magnificent curse.
Yeah.
the
That would
country's ever
explain
seen.
explain a lot, actually. Monkey paw, the most beautiful monkey paw you've ever seen.
Gold crusted.
Gold crusted.
Morgan actually signed us up for a Trump rally the other day just to take seats away from other people.
Yay!
But then it
That's
really
a
kind of
fun tactic.
backfired because I get like 13
Yeah.
Trump emails a day now.
Now we're on the Trump list.
And I've also never deleted a single email from my inbox. So I have like 45,000 emails.
Yeah.
Just from
about maybe
from Trump.
5,000 of those are Trump.
Oh,
Yeah.
in how long? Like a week, 2 weeks?
Pretty much. Yeah. These things happen fast.
God, I want to see some of them now.
It's like reading your aunt's Facebook wall.
Yes.
It's like complete.
That actually, it's his uncle, and you banned him, right? You unsubscribed or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. He's gone now. Yeah.
Oh, he died. That's right.
Well, that one did. The others are still alive, though, no matter what I do. Someday.
They're just not alive on Facebook to me.
Tell us something good, you guys. Come on, it's been so long. You're quiet over there.
Jesus.
Good news.
Yeah.
Not in Chicago.
Apparently not.
It's not that bad.
Too stabby.
Not that bad.
You guys have
Stab you.
animals that are cute. I've seen them on Instagrams.
Yeah. Wrong topic. We just had to put one down the other
Yeah,
day.
we
but-
just-
no.
but good talking, dude.
So St. George, Utah, everybody.
We're looking forward to retirement.
That's where the animals go, though, right? St. George?
Yes.
They're always ready
Yeah.
for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Upstate, yeah.
They always go upstate.
There's only 300 old people, and the rest is just animals.
Just cats and dogs. 40 and 50-year-old cats and dogs.
cats and dogs eating the corpses of the fallen.
Capture one of the old people.
Yeah.
You're our animal now.
That's actually a thing. You see that there's a I think it was in England. There was a pit bull who his owner died, and then no one found the body for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So the dog ate the remains to survive.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Then the police actually showed up finally, and like they rescued the animal. Like, but now
Arrested the animal.
no, actually that's more appropriate.
Yeah.
They're trying to kill the animal specifically for eating the corpse of his owner.
Survival.
Because it's a pit bull.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this was an animal with nothing else to do.
Because it's easy.
If it was a
Right.
Yorkie, the exact same thing would have happened.
Yes.
It happens with cats a lot, actually. Cats,
Yeah, cats love it when you die.
if you sleep too heavy, man.
Yeah.
They wait for you to die.
Yeah.
They
That's
sleep
why,
on your head purposely to kill you.
yeah, that's why they hang around. Like,
I already have your soul. Just the meat next.
yeah, I mean, the food's good that you feed me, but, you're going to be way better.
Did you guys hear about the man in Florida who's charged with assault with a deadly weapon because he was walking down the street, found an alligator, went to the nearest Wendy's where his friend worked, and threw it in the drive-thru?
Yes.
Nice.
That was my favorite headline.
In
of-
Florida today.
Say that again?
Oh, you didn't hear
He
this?
found an alligator and then threw it at into the drive-thru at a Woodson?
He picked up the alligator and he took it to the drive-thru and threw it through the window.
So, was this calculated?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure it was calculated.
One more
with-
time, please.
I'm sure it was calculated.
Yes.
with
No.
math.
What I'm asking
I'm okay,
specifically
thank
is,
you.
was this premeditated, really?
No, I think it was like a great joke.
He
Like,
picked it up and he was like, this is going to be fucking hilarious,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
It was a
Wow.
man,
prank.
Steve's gonna
Just a
crack
prank.
his ass up.
It was a
Like,
goof.
Yeah.
So he knew someone in the thing. Okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah. He knew.
That's what I was
He
missing.
knew the guy in the window.
I want to know like what he ordered though at the drive-thru, like just to get him to open the window. Like, I'll take a triple double. Alligator.
He goes,
Gotcha.
he goes,
No,
"Love this."
Eric, you're going to get it.
Where's that $5 you owe me? Yeah. We're cool.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Sorry you had to work at Wendy's on your birthday.
I lived in Florida. This is not that far from
Somehow normal.
Yeah,
place is
this
awesome.
makes sense to me. Actually,
Sure. This week in Florida.
That place is a wreck, man.
it really is.
It's hard to go back to the
Florida man.
Florida man, just because, God, man, I don't know why it still exists, why they haven't cannibalized each other.
Because they have gators to do that.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's the Australia of America, right? I mean, everything there is going to try to kill it. It's like super hot all the goddamn time. Mosquitoes are the size of, cars.
Jumanji size.
Sometimes
Yeah,
it's,
Jumanji
it's,
size,
it's
yeah.
very fun because it's super hot and also raining.
Yeah.
Even though there's no clouds. It's just,
Oh, it's even worse. The sun shines while it's raining.
I
on
know.
you.
It-
Yeah.
That's when I was there, it happened regularly, and I fucking hated it. Like, just it feels wrong,
The Cuban food's good, though, right?
Cuban
Sure.
food is good.
Yes.
Delicious.
That's the only reason it's still around.
Yes.
Now that the embargo with Cuba's gone, maybe we could finally get rid of Florida. We could all just fly to Cuba and actually have the food, and then remember that Florida's.
Where would we get our headlines? Yeah.
Oh, they're still going to be there.
Oh, we still have
Texas man.
We still have Kentucky.
That's true.
We still have Texas. We
Yeah.
still have North Carolina.
We're in a big headline state right now, yeah.
The entire South really has got us covered. We're good. But nothing will beat the headlines of St. George, Utah.
Where nothing ever happens unless you want it to. Or
And sometimes not even then.
it's in your heart. Let's take another break. We'll come back and do more podcasts.
Frosty breaks, bitters mix, bitter caps, split bricks.
If you have hate in your heart, let it out, dude.
Wait, so how
Fortified train, slowly sewing my name on the quilt. Great, wipe the dust off the canvas and wait till it breaks.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Yay! Segment 3, the Fighting 3.
Hi.
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 Still hanging out.
Yeah.
15 minutes on the clock. We don't actually, I mean, we kind of already talked about the politics thing that we would talk about right now. So we don't actually have to
So
talk
we'll,
about
we'll
that.
talk about
Anything else?
Back to Ghost Cowboy.
Back to
I did
Ghost
like
Cowboys,
how
yeah.
Boehner said Ted Cruz was like the living embodiment
Oh,
of Satan.
oh, that's true.
And then the Satanic Temple responded with like, "Nuh-uh." Like,
Yeah.
you leave our Dark Lord out of this.
I love that.
Our Dark Lord is not Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
He's way not that shitty.
I love the shirt that got Planned Parenthood in Texas. $69,000 was it? Yeah.
It wasn't Planned Parenthood. It was. I
Chick-fil-A.
forgot what it was called. No,
Chick-fil-A.
it's like the West Fund, I think.
Basically,
Anyway.
two guys
I'm not familiar.
in Texas made this shirt that said Ted Cruz is the Zodiac Killer.
Oh, yes.
And,
yeah.
so Morgan bought one. They sent us this nice little cartoon of the two men
Aw.
and how much money they made, and it goes to basically Texas abortions. Which-
Yeah, they raised like $70,000 for abortions in
it
Texas.
was $69,000. They stopped at
Oh,
at a
okay.
very cartoonish number.
Of course they did, yeah.
Natch.
To make it a little bit more legitimate.
Yeah, yeah.
Just to drive it home.
Is the shirt good? It's a good shirt?
Yeah.
Does it fit? It's cotton.
It's cotton.
Okay.
The quality's excellent, luxurious.
The most luxurious Egyptian cotton you've ever seen.
Was it Maury Povich or was it Jerry
Sure.
Springer? There was a woman, I guess, who had a kind of Ted Cruz-ish face. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
It was Maury.
Maury.
She looked exactly like Ted Cruz in a
Yeah.
way.
Like an
Yeah.
identical twin sister
Yeah,
or something,
yeah.
you know?
And then the guy from The Office, just
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. Well, the
that's-
woman from Maury, the reason I bring it up was accepted $10,000 to be in a porn.
She accepted the money?
She accepted
Yeah.
money, apparently.
Huh.
But I
She was
don't...
on Maury. She probably needed it.
Yeah. Needs to find out who the daddy is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Satan.
No. He has nothing to do with. He's already on record having nothing to do with Ted Cruz.
Sure.
Guys, really? Come on.
no one from the Zodiac Killer fan club acted up, though. They were okay with it. Yeah.
Of course, they're like,
So
They're kind of like, I'm just going to revise my notes over here.
so
The actual Zodiac Killer was like, sure, it's him.
So what I'm hearing is there's a Ted Cruz woman look-alike.
Yes.
And I agree with you, Morgan. Dead on, looked exactly like Ted Cruz, just
Yes.
with the longer hair.
Numerous people look like blobfish.
She looks more like Ted Cruz than Ted Cruz
Yeah.
does. Like,
that's actually true in a way,
And then
isn't
she
it? Yeah.
accepted a deal to do a porn.
Yes.
Like,
But I don't know. I can't
God,
remember
that's
if
so
she's
disturbing.
doing a porn as Ted Cruz or because that. I don't
What
think
an
that would
age.
work. Right. Yeah. 2016. You're a weird bitch.
Hope and change. Hope and change.
Our children will be sad.
Yes. This whole thing, it's over.
Man, that's
Basically.
just weird.
Our children are actually going to have a lot more understanding of gender fluidity than our parents have of technology. Like, we're going to be the kids, we're going to be the generation who's going to be like, okay, so what am I supposed to say around your friend? Like, oh, no, it's cool. It's this. Like, fuck. All right. Just like our parents are like, all right, so how does the modem work? Like video game, well, all right.
Because Miley tweeted about it.
Yeah.
Did you just compare like the modem to the gender neutral bathroom?
yes,
that's pretty good. Yeah.
Because it a lot of it is weird for I'm sure my parents, definitely my uncles.
I like that. I
you
like
know,
that.
so
I'm just saying that's the most intelligent comparison on this topic that has ever been uttered by people talking about this topic.
if we're going to actually want to do a sad segment, we can go right into how upset I am about all.
No,
the
I
bathroom
think we did it
thing.
last week.
Yeah, we did.
And then we have our beautiful guests here. We don't want to ruin that.
Yeah. Let's not
They
bring it
upset
down.
about the bathroom thing.
As long as I can pee, I don't care.
Amen. That's the answer. Yes.
Yeah.
You win.
That's why he's the Pope.
Yeah.
I'm not there to be super comfortable.
I'm
to
just
pee.
confused because the argument is because all the kitty fiddling that's going to happen if they let transgender people use
Right.
Well, that's
bathrooms,
that's
right?
of course assuming all transgender people are kitty fiddlers.
Yeah, like
Which I
I
think
know
is
a
a
lot of
really-
transgendered people, and they just kind of like to go to the bathroom and go about their lives.
They go to the
Like they're
bathroom to
not
do-
going in there like, unlike Jared, who
and
you
it's
know, like
That's
Right.
one of those unknown stereotypes. Gender neutral people. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, or it's like, these people wake up in the morning and they're like, what am I going to be today?
You know what I'm going
Like,
to
it
do?
just
Oh, sure.
constantly change. No, it doesn't. It
right.
fucking doesn't.
Right.
So is it Target that Target supports neutrality basically?
Yes. So does McDonald's. so
And
does Starbucks.
Target has
so
like
does-
something like 1 million people have signed a petition against Target
people are
because
boycotting Target right now.
because
of
Target
that.
said, "Hey, it's a shitter for our customers.
Yeah.
We don't care
Right.
because if they're in the store buying stuff, it doesn't matter what's in your pants.
Right.
Just shop with us."
Right.
also
Target.
if you're looking at the person beside you and checking out what organs they have in their pants, you're the sex offender. They're
Yeah.
not.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like North Carolina is going to do with their transgenders. They're going to have to.
Colbert did that.
check their genitals before they walk in the
Colbert said
bathroom.
on this show there, if you're the person who's worried about what's in people's pants, you're the weirdo.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
right, right.
Like
Gotta check what you got under the hood.
My only question is
me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
troughs. So Wrigley Field,
Oh,
giant trough.
Oh, yeah.
Pre-op, post-op.
Yeah.
That could pose a problem.
Is there still a stall?
Oh yeah, maybe not.
There's
Yeah.
always a stall. There's always a stall.
You'd be surprised.
There's always a stall, Jerry.
There's some shitty places in Chicago.
what's the trough? They just like
It's like a giant bucket with ice.
With ice, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just this long. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a big
great.
long
And there's like a
rectangle,
water
yeah.
pipe above it.
that's
that
a whole other
flushes.
problem. That's disgusting.
But
is
every
disgusting.
men's room will at least have one stall.
Yeah, there's always a stall
right,
because
you're
of those
right.
reasons. Yeah.
And every women's room will always have only stalls.
Right.
So who's going to see what's in your pants anyway? Because they're all stalls.
Some fucking psycho sex offender
Yeah. Or a security guard.
Or Dennis Hastert.
Right.
who's offending sexually for Jesus
Yeah.
or whatever.
That's what he wanted.
It is.
The thing that
It's
upsets me
un-American.
about this conversation is we say younglings, or kitty fiddling or whatever. But the problem is, sorry, Donnie.
You meant Padawans.
Padawans, yeah. The thing that really bugs me is that that's actually inaccurate.
Proto-Padawans.
What the argument is that we're worried about are little girls. It's that they always say I don't want
is
a little
true.
girl in a room with a dude
That is
who's
true.
cross dressing. But it's like, so you don't give a shit about the little boys?
No,
Like,
that's fine.
That fucking sucks, man. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
What kind of
yeah.
fucking monster are you?
They're Catholic. That explains everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they know better. No.
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah.
adult women who get assaulted in bathrooms by dudes all the
Right,
time.
right.
What about the Catholic
And that's going to happen
Church?
regardless of
Yeah.
where you're.
Does that happen all the time?
So this
I
is
mean,
a-
not at Target, but
I'm talking
Bars.
specifically
Definitely not
at
Target.
Target.
No, that's Target.
Well,
yeah.
that's the Chicago way.
I hope.
Sometimes I hope. Yeah.
You pull a knife, I pull a penis. That's the Chicago way.
Sure,
Yeah.
stabby, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that sounds like a horrible outcome.
Untouchables 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Jesus. It is. I mean, it is. It's
This is why the third segment is my
Potent.
favorite. Everyone's a little
Yeah.
drunk. This is good. This is the essence.
It is good to see you guys. It really is.
It is.
You guys are
Good
beautiful.
to
I
see
love
you guys. I'm surprised you gave me a mic.
you know, old
Booze and
habits die
mics.
hard, dude.
Old habits die.
When in Rome, etc.
Or whatever the rest of it is. Yeah.
Sure.
What a delightful phrase. I've never heard it.
I've been to Rome. It was weird.
You've
A
been
lot
to
of
Rome?
kitty fiddling.
Yeah. Were you an adult or a kid?
I was a kid.
So you doesn't count.
I walked up some stairs to look at the statue and got yelled at by an Italian security man.
By getting yelled at, did they like, eh, ba 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 ba?
I can't tell.
Okay.
They actually just liked your beard.
Yeah. Well, he was a kid, so
No, I assume he had it his entire life. Yeah.
I did. Man, pool parties were the worst when I was a kid. Anyway, I really didn't understand because,
you speaking Italian? Yeah.
well, obviously that.
Sure.
But you're walking up there. There's a statue up there. And it's behind a gate, like it's gated. It's fenced in. And the guy was still pissed off that I had the audacity to walk up some stairs toward it.
That was literally it. Like,
Yeah.
Could you see the statue from where you were before the stairs?
Barely. It was the stairs. There was a lot of them.
So the stairs had a purpose. I mean,
to go look at the statue.
Sure,
yeah, but
sure.
then they fenced it in, and I was like, oh, I'll just go check out this statue.
How old were you?
It was like 12, maybe.
And how drunk were you?
Very, very drunk.
You grew up in Germany, so that's fine.
Very, all the time.
You grew up in Germany all the time.
Yes.
Drunk all the time.
Beer, it's what's for dinner.
Yeah, they got rules there, you know, like you only drink water when you're really, really, really sick.
Yeah, like in the hospital.
Like, yeah, I mean, you drink the water with your chemo or whatever, and or like right after your surgery, you know. But other than that, it's just booze.
I can only imagine a German hospital like, drink this. It's going to taste bad, but just drink it. What is it? It's water. Suck it down. Just do it. Do it. Do it.
More anesthesia. More anesthesia here.
Such great anesthesia. I had the best
This
bucket
will
list
feel
now.
very wrong, but it'll be fine. Anyway,
His and Her Excellency. The most beautiful couple ever in the world.
Jesus.
Oh.
Well,
I have a foaming beer as
Same.
we talk about that.
what have you
How
done?
did you do that?
Is
What
that
did
the
you
power?
do?
Is that the power of God?
Rise!
this guy's just full of miracles.
That's the body of Christ.
Full-bodied of Christ.
Can't
Sleek-
throw a rocket Pope 10 without hitting a miracle.
Sleek swimmer's body, all muscled up and toned.
Still drinks okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I thought that. I was like,
Tammy hasn't fixed that yet, has she?
Well, it's not usually happening at this time.
Tammy did. Tammy
So these
went
guys
to
are
a
playing
place
together.
today. Yeah, this is happening. Yeah.
oh, it's pretty epic though, right?
Does anyone remember when Guns N' Roses were actually like big in their time and they were like super racist?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm raising my hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like some of their lyrics were horribly offensive.
One in a million.
Yeah, 1 in a million. That's
Yeah.
the song. Yeah.
I do not remember their racism. Let's take another break. We'll come back and do our toast and finish this thing up. Yeah.
Dust off the canvas and wait till we break.
They have like a stamp that puts their blood alcohol content on it.
Here we go. Yeah.
A nice mood, a bad boom rock. We're here to rock you. It's like, damn, what a vibe.
Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Oh, sorry.
Segment 4.
You just asked. I just answered.
The Fantastic Four. The last segment of the show.
This is the Pope-tastic Four.
The Pope-tastic Four.
Right.
That's and the pandering is strong with you right now. I
it
appreciate
is.
it.
Really
Appreciate
is.
it. I'm glad to see them too, but I don't know if they're in an open relationship. Is what I'm saying. So
Well, I'll find out later when I get Tim alone.
sure, yeah.
Strange things happen on the east side.
Welcome back to Austin. Sex is now.
I have my pink mustache. I'll give you a lift.
It does look good. Mustache rise.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there goes that sponsor.
Welcome to the party.
Sorry, guys.
Why are you sorry? That's
Final
Dylan's
segment. This is
fault.
final segment. We can talk about anything we want to, anything we didn't cover, if there was anything interesting, or just anything at all, and then we can finish it up with some toasts.
Can we talk about that light? I know we're on radio right now and people can't see.
Oh, sure, yeah.
What's going on here?
This is basically just a timer.
We've matured since you were here last.
We have we try to keep an idea of how long things are going, and it was a lot easier than saying, guys, shut the fuck up. I can say, red. It's red
okay,
now. We have a
okay.
minute left, so
Yeah.
Okay.
We're a
Basically.
well-oiled machine now.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but
I
yeah,
had a feeling.
A tight ship.
yeah.
I sensed it.
We're rowing.
Yeah.
It is good for you guys. It's good to see you guys and
It
have you
is.
back in Austin, and know that you're going to be back in Texas at least in some capacity.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to be very busy, Morgan, with school and everything. What are you going to do, Tim?
I'm going to look
Do the
how to get the
scene.
hell out of Houston. So you're probably going to see me way too much. I apologize in advance.
Super bus, man, or megabus. Take the megabus.
The megabus, yeah.
There we go.
It's
There
like,
we
what,
go.
$12?
It's like $3, I think.
3?
Yeah,
It's a miserable fucking experience, but
but it's only $3.
you know, for
only
$3,
Is it worse than the Greyhound? Is it?
yes,
probably. Yeah.
yes.
Greyhound is.
Being that it is cheaper than the Greyhound. Yeah.
But still, $3 from Houston to Austin.
Yeah, it's only $1 to Fort Worth, which should say something about the megabus.
Are you serious?
And only 15 hours.
Yeah, only a very slight 15 hours.
The one-time Amtrak makes sense fiscally.
Yeah,
Stop at every Texas billboard sign.
Yeah. Does someone need to get off? No?
You want to take pictures? Fuck it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, there's blue bonnets, guys. Come on.
You want to lay in this shit?
You got 3 babies. Like, put them in there. Yeah, I know you want to.
We got time.
Yeah.
It's just you, the family with you, and then Tim. And
I need to smoke, so
Wait, you can't vape on the bus now?
no.
fuck no.
No.
Can't do
Really?
anything on the bus. The bus is like a concentration camp.
Mega gulag.
Auschwitz.
Auschwitz.
Bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
Too soon?
It sounds good, though.
It's
Auschwitz.
very cost effective. I mean, you got to mine ore and shit, but you know.
Only if you're driving one way.
Yeah.
That was a death joke?
Yeah.
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 I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's edit that out.
This is brought to you by a death joke.
Yeah.
Actually, the name of the show is Edit That Out.
Or St. George, Utah.
St. George, Utah.
Yeah.
St. George, Jaina.
I would love if they sponsored you guys.
Yeah.
It's a travel board waiting to spend some money.
We're just a bunch of old Mormons with more money than we know what to do
No,
with.
that's the thing. They're not Mormons who
Grandma.
are visiting St. George.
Man, Utah's all Mormons, dude.
No. St. George is not.
Have
you been there? I have.
I'm gonna go ahead and keep
damn it, Dad.
propagating this stereotype.
I've driven through, but I've been asleep the entire time. I wasn't driving.
You were driving and sleeping?
Yeah. No. In the back.
That's the power of the Mormon God in their home turf.
a voice pops in your head. Sleep now, son. We'll take care of the ride.
Yes. Don't look at anything.
I wasn't allowed to see it.
Well, you are the Pope, so yeah.
Yeah, there's a little problem there.
Yeah.
Please don't bring your voodoo here.
Emergency boner the whole way, though. Like,
What?
just lots of questions.
Sure.
Because he didn't have the magic underwear.
Right. Mormon curses, they're really weird.
It's a Mormon thing.
Are magic underwear like long johns where they're like ankle to?
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
they are.
You talk a
And
lot
they're
about
covered.
them.
I love to talk.
Okay, so they're actually covered in runes or something?
No. But Morgan's correct. They are like ankle to like high waist and like maybe suspendered too.
So
They're
technically, one can wear these out in daily life. I can go to Starbucks and get a Trenta latte.
No Starbucks.
in Austin. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no one
You
would
know.
know here, but
But-
there, they'll know you don't have pants.
Wear
on.
a blazer and
you're
some
a sinner.
high leather boots and you're fine.
I feel like I need to go to Utah now just to try this.
You know, if you could take the trip to Utah, I'm more than happy to.
Megabus it with me.
Yeah, sure. Or like maybe you can be the man on the street and
$13 and 3.5 years, and you'll make it to Utah.
I like that you actually do the math. Like your eyes rolled back for a second. Yeah, 3.5 years. That's about right.
estimation.
Yeah.
Will Lewis and Clark get over on a Megabus?
Oh, sure. Map it out the whole way. Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of screaming at some stranger. Stop looking at me.
we're in a new world.
Yeah.
I love Utah. They have arches and sister wives.
Arches?
Beautiful place.
Arches?
Yeah, the park.
Oh no.
And
Utah,
sister wives, yeah.
Utah
forgot.
is incredibly
Morgan has, like, a
beautiful.
weird
It really
thing
is.
with Utah.
I've heard it's beautiful. And I
Yeah.
also heard the skiing's incredible too. Like
It
some of
is.
the best skiing in
Salt
the
Lake
United
City.
States. Yeah.
They had Olympics there.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh wait, yeah, I knew that.
And they somehow didn't collapse after. That's great.
Yeah, ask Romney about that because he'll tell you all day long.
Oh, sure,
how
yeah.
he saved the Olympics.
You saved the Olympics, yeah.
And Moab's cool.
In what?
Moab, Utah. That's
Moab,
like a cool
yeah.
little like
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
sporty
Moab, yeah.
little
It's Moab.
oasis.
Mhm.
And I drove a Porsche there. Pretty cool.
Which model?
So you're kind of
Oh
biased.
God, I don't know. It was like 5
She
years
stole
ago.
it. Like it's on
Oh, well, in that case,
time to pay attention.
Who's a picky thief?
I'm just saying, in St. George, there's a certain price for stolen Porsches, and
Oh yeah, you have to wear the underwear.
Yeah, you have to be a Mormon.
Right.
Why won't this car start?
your magic underwear. Yeah.
This episode of St. George NCIS writes itself.
It really does.
Yeah, magic underwear steals a Porsche. This goes.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the super famous person to handle NCIS St. George? Like the
Well, Ice-T's already taken, so you got to look back
True,
at old
true,
rap.
true.
Bill Bellamy.
Bill Bellamy. Okay, yeah, let's
We
go.
talked about him already.
Yeah, Bill Bellamy can do it.
Well, they only acknowledged black people existed about 30 years ago. So
That's
Well, I mean,
true.
that's part of the
Probably-
plot, though. He's like
But
he's
they're here now, and
he
they're
knows what's-
ready to take
okay.
vengeance.
Oh,
Yeah. We're going to arrest everybody.
damn, this character just wrote himself.
See,
Wow.
that's what I'm saying.
It's easy. It's easy once you get the booze. I mean,
It's a mystery that I haven't worked for TV yet.
Why don't you get the liquor?
Commissioner Osmond, I swear, I know he's guilty.
This is great. We should start working on it tomorrow.
I also feel like this is the most times anyone's actually said the words Bill and Bellamy that close to each other in
meant it?
ever. Yeah. I don't know if anyone actually talks about that guy anymore. And Martha Bellamy, maybe his mom.
George Bellamy, the old man from Trading Places.
Is that?
No, I'm just saying that's the only Bellamy I can name that was
Sure.
someone I would actually recognize with Bellamy.
I'm just glad we're giving him some love. You know?
all right.
He's a big fan of the show. So.
Bell Biv developed.
He's been waiting like 30 years.
He's like, finally a
You know
shout
he's
out.
listening.
God damn it. Yeah. He's got nothing else to do.
Bell Biv to Bill Bellamy.
Throw a little hashtag on this, and you know he's going to be there.
Hashtag Bellamy rules.
Daily searches himself. Yeah.
Hey, Google alerts. Yeah.
Am I famous yet?
Who's remembered me today?
Which podcast is talking about me today?
Trump
No.
Bellamy 2016.
I would vote for that. I would vote for
If
that.
we're gonna make America great again,
Yeah.
that
Start
is
with
the
Bill
place to
Bellamy.
start.
Yeah.
UMTV America.
Just start over.
Make America Bill again.
Yep. Bill.
We laugh while he's swimming in a pool of leftover MTV money, though.
Oh yeah. Just those golden
very
statues, the
small
astronaut
pool.
statues,
Yeah.
or the popcorns or whatever.
But, I mean, really, it's like,
And they spew water out the top.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah. He's like he's a Scrooge McDuck we don't know of. Like he's able to jump off a diving board right into a bunch of statues for stuff he didn't actually own. He actually stole from other actors and other musicians.
working at MTV, I spent literally nothing.
You guys missed this, didn't you?
So to Bill Bellamy, I think we figured out the toast.
To the Bellamy.
And
to the
drunk
Bellamy.
cast.
And
And
drunk.
drunk
Thank
cast.
you.
And to
But
Miss-
mostly
of
Bill
course.
Bellamy.
His and Her Holiness.
And it's him and Morgan, of course. Thanks for coming
And
and hanging out
St.
with
The
us.
Bill cast.
We do appreciate seeing you guys.
That's
you
the
gotta go-
new name, guys. Billcast.
No, thanks.
No.
No, thank you.
I'm busy that weekend.
I was dead at the time.
Sounds great, but I have to go over here now.
Oh, I just got a new phone. Who is this?
This show is brought to you by Dylan's golf clap, though. That was real good. I like that.
Did I do one?
It comes out like
yeah, you're so natural at it that
I liked it.
You don't even
I
notice.
loved it.
I am a middle-aged white male, so
classy.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you're wearing a
the
tuxedo.
green is
after
in
all.
my blood.
I'm saying, I'm saying golf is my blood.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at this point in my life.
Did Kentucky have great golf courses?
Actually, yes, surprisingly.
Do they? Bluegrass everywhere.
False.
Fucking
no
false.
such thing as a
Northern
great golf
California
course.
sense of me.
Actually, I'm with Adam on this one. That is correct answer, but
Shit is boring.
God, golf haters, man. Not the three of us on this side. Tim and Morgan know how awesome golf is. Right, guys?
Quick, Morgan, deny golf.
Mini, it's my favorite.
mini golf is the only golf.
See? That's
Mini
the-
golf,
love
like,
a sport
isn't
where you can
golfing
drink
just like driving around drinking in the sun and then like you stop and swing every now and then?
Yes.
Like, why is that?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, why not just go fishing?
My only problem is that people are not okay with my do-overs. Like, I want to hit like 16
Yes.
balls
Yes.
until I get
Yes.
right.
Yes.
That's called a driving range.
do-over.
That's a very specific place you can do that.
Top golf.
You can't. A mulligan's just not a.
You can't have a golf cart at a driving range. It's just not okay.
You're not. You're not trying hard enough.
Well, you can.
There should be a golf.
I don't know. We know people who
golf
work at
cart
Top
simulator.
Golf.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this happen.
At least once.
In Houston, Top Golf in Houston, we know people.
Oh,
we're,
yeah.
We're doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Tall Nate to give us a golf cart. to
Morgan's
drive through.
Houston aunt pointed it out to us the other day. She's like, I don't know if you guys know what that place
Oh.
is.
A friend of the show of ours works there. He's a manager there.
There you go.
We're gonna tear that
keeps
shit up.
Posting Top Golf cooking like videos who were trying to rip off the BuzzFeed.
Yeah, but it was,
cooking thing.
it was burrito sushi. It looked delicious, and I wanted to eat it.
Actually, I didn't hate it.
Burrito
There's
sushi.
burrito sushi in Chicago. Yeah, I don't get it though. I haven't tried it yet.
Well, it's kind of like regular sushi, but without anything
It's
sushi
just like
involved.
gigantic though. Like,
Yeah.
No,
And
no,
like here's, like,
impossible
half
to
an
eat. It's
entire
just kind
No,
of.
It
no,
sounds
no, no.
impossible to eat.
No, they make a burrito,
And they roll it.
and
cut
they
it.
roll it, and they cut it just like they would take a seaweed.
Well, they bake
wrap
it
Right.
first.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
they
bake
bake
it
it first. yeah.
first.
But the end result is basically chopstick-sized, bite-sized pieces of burrito with chicken
not in Chicago. They're hockey puck sized.
Yeah, we keep
Yeah, that's
everything
true.
hockey.
Wait, so it's not sushi? It's just a burrito cut up to be like.
It's
Correct.
it's burrito
Right.
sushi. Yeah.
I was picturing a sushi burrito.
Like sushi stuff
Just
inside
like-
a tortilla.
yeah.
But,
Yeah, it's raw
Like-
fish.
Oh, that'd
this
be-
Yeah,
big.
that's just called a hand roll, and they suck to eat.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what?
Sushi El Carbone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just a whole fish wrapped in a tortilla.
Yeah.
No,
Do you have a salmon? Do you have any bread?
it's not New York. God damn it!
I did see a spaghetti burrito the other day. That's on a special subreddit called r/shitty food porn. And it's awful food. And it literally was this guy made spaghetti and decided, hey, let's just wrap it in tortilla. End of list.
When you're like too lazy to wash a fork.
Yes. Yeah. You'd have
He's
plates.
just looking at it as his last fork. I might need this tomorrow.
Like,
Puts it back down, gets the
Tomorrow's a big
tortilla out. Yeah.
how else am I gonna eat my Cheerios?
God knows I'm not. I'm not doing the fucking dishes today. So
I got one clean frisbee and just this fork. I'm using a tortilla.
clean frisbee.
Yours birthday.
Yeah. Never forget.
I never really stopped college.
The Alamo.
Yeah. Same as the Alamo.
Yeah.
Happy Eeyore's birthday or something.
This is a great story.
It's time to, we need to wrap up.
It's
now.
red.
It is
Yeah.
red. Red means
Oh, I thought
dead.
it was already
That
done.
light won't tell me when to stop talking.
See, perfect.
And Morgan is correct.
That's how we get you.
I want to thank all of you for coming and hanging out with us. Adam, thanks for coming and hanging out. Dylan, thank you for helping me run the show. Tim and Morgan, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Taking your small vacation here.
Yay.
Can't wait
I
to
have
see
an
you
empty
again in the
beer, which
future.
is bad luck. But
Take that.
Like 2 weeks from now?
For 2 weeks from now, yeah. See where you guys do your things. No microphones at the point. But yeah, if you listen to this, you like this show, you want to know more about the show, you can go to drunkcastlive.com. It's drunkcastlive.com. We are Drunkcast Live on Facebook. We are at Drunkcast Live on Twitter. We are in the iTunes Store. We are on the Google Play Store.
We are now.
You can go to drunkcastlive.com/Google and you can subscribe there. No one's done that yet. Please do that. Be the first. You can find us in the Stitcher Store. You can find us
Shotline.
the Shotline. Well, I mean, it's all coming. Don't mess up my flow, dude.
you'll find us on the St. George Tourism Board.
Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, we're all over St. George.
I would love to
In
be
the
in a
books of their Chamber of Commerce.
exactly. I would love to be in a
We are
community
the
like,
official podcast.
When
of
and
St.
if this goes to St. George, I'm coming.
Drunkcast should adopt a highway there.
I have
With your lift money.
Challenge
That's-
accepted.
Okay.
keep Austin beautiful. Keep St. George beautiful. The Drunkcast Road.
If you're listening to this and you would really like for us to adopt a highway in St. George, Utah, go to drunkcastlive.com/donation.
It has to be the
And-
most dangerous road in St. George, though.
The one near the library. Yes. Yeah. Very scary,
It's
sketchy
a
people.
three-way stop. Everyone's always so confused.
One of those British circles. Doesn't work. 412-440-7468. It's 412-440-7468. 412-440-SHOT. To give us a call or leave a text or voicemail, and we can talk about it on the show afterwards.
But text
There's
us.
also questions at drunkcastlive.com if you want to send an email. And that's all. And I'm Travis, and we love you. We'll see you next week. Bye.
To let you know what the deal is.
Well, it's actually referring to the age where the Coons ruled over the Earth.
Oh, okay.
And that lasted a very long time.
Since
until
2,000 or
it
3,000 years ago. So it's-
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, beginning of history.
Sure.
Yeah.
Before Coon.